All right, and we're getting started. We're back once again in a realm reborn in Final Fantasy. I have over 4,000 hours in this game. And Evercold has got me wanting to go right back to the beginning. So I think we're going to try to create a character on Fairy. And if you can't tell by my little character on the side, we are definitely going to be a Lalafell in this life. Never been a Lalafell, never been interested in being a Lalafell. But I figure if I'm changing up some things, I might as well change up a lot of things. And we're going to be short, I might as well be as short as possible. I'm feeling like a tank in this life, that might be the move. And a tiny little tank running up to the monsters, that fits my vibe. Let's see. I like those eyes. I feel like the character creator in Final Fantasy, low-key, we might be starting a new fresh series and fresh character when Evercold comes out, just to see what the leveling process looks like, and also how different are the evolved jobs going to be. I thought the afro, it's been so long since I made a new character. I thought the afro was a base hairstyle, but maybe it's not. Could be wrong. Alright, so already our first goal is to get the afro so that my character matches in both worlds. Once we get the afro, the journey really starts. Should I start off bald until I get the afro? That's the real question now. I'll be an onion. We'll be an onion until we get the afro. Just be a little lavender. Already just the music alone taking me fully back. Can't wait to go beat up some ladybugs and squirrels again. I know they missed it. Size large, eye color. I feel like eye color is already pretty good. But yeah, a little purple, a little more purple. Yeah, I like that. I do miss the liminal ring on the aura, but it is what it is. We're fully locked in on being a Lalafell in this lifetime. Well, that's good enough. Oh, just enough. Oh wait, just enough to show that he does in fact have lips. It's like you only really see the light version. It doesn't matter too much. I think that's good. Just enough for some differentiation. Just enough to say that yes, indeed, he does have lips. Ear shade. I didn't even know they had rounded ears like that. It's almost like a normal person. No, I don't like that. Yeah, long out, obviously. Ear size, big as hell. Yeah, let's give him a little bling. A little double ring on it. I like that. Extra accent. Is there? Let me just know this one. Maybe a little bit. There we go. I think, yeah, the tattoos I don't have to stress too much. I want to say I can change that later. At the boy. The esthetician. I'll have to unlock that though. I think we can leave that. Voice. Gonna be hearing this a lot. I guess. I wonder if when you choose your class, I might have to come back and check that. I like that. Okay. Alright, voice 9 is the voice for us. And go ahead. Burn. Alright. Let's go with the 4th astral moon on the 20th day. And what are we feeling for the Lord? Minfinia? That's a good option. Which one? Ah, yes. Those in the know would know why I'm going with Nofika. If you worship bountiful harvest, you worship bounty in all forms, then you will understand Nofika. Alright. This is our little onion boy. Until we one day go get the afro, which I forgot where it is, but that's fine. That's part of the journey. That's part of why we're starting this over. So we can learn everything from the beginning again. Let's try another. So will it let me go fairy? And we're back. The music rises as I rise. Server currently congested. I wanted to find a server that I felt was going to be relatively active. I haven't spent much time outside of Zalera, so we're gonna find out. I mean, Zalera is already very active. It's one of the most active. I was actually looking at the server counts yesterday, and I was not that surprised to find out that Zalera's up there. Like, I want to say Aether Aether Shard has the most, Crystal has the second most, and then within Crystal, Zalera's like number 2 in terms of most players. So I'm used to, let's just say, a very active server. So I wanted to find that again, and I think Fairy might be what we're looking for. I'm interested to see, am I extra hyped on this run through? I mean, I played through before. The first time I came back to Final Fantasy, I was not expecting like to enjoy it. You know, I played before Realm Reborn, and anybody who played before Realm Reborn knows it was pretty bad. And if you tried playing back then and you made it all the way through, I commend you. I was not able to make it through. Tried the archer class and it was so horrific, I just put the game down. I actually still don't like the archer class to this day. It's not that bad. Like it's worlds better than it used to be, but it's still not something that I enjoy fully. It's not my favorite class, but that's okay. Everyone has their own favorite class, and the good thing about Final Fantasy is if you decide that you don't like a class, you don't need to make a new character. You just, go pick up a new class quest after a certain time. All right, lad. They gotta check on me for real. It is a little tragic that there's not voice acting on these first bits. Also, I forgot about this guy a little bit. I feel like he should be more relevant than he is. Or maybe he is more relevant than I understand. Don't like the seasickness. Now that I look at you, it'll be the Aether then, I reckon. I might as well voice these myself. Even though I'm not a voice actor, so prepare for it just to be my voice only. Some are more sensitive to the stuff than others, see, and we ain't too far from Vilbrand now, which is chock full of Aetherites. No need to fret, though. You'll soon get used to it. When I start voicing the female characters and it's just my voice, it'll be alright. It might as well have been blooming seasickness, ships leaping around like a demented chocobo today. I reckon I might head out on deck, give myself a breath of fresh air. Limsa Laments is still a fair way off, in case you were wondering, seeing as you're awake and all. How about you keeping me company till we get there? Them young'uns don't care for conversation, you see. Them young'uns. Any road, Brennan's the name, and peddling's me trade. Brennan, my boy. Here we go, some good old Final Fantasy music. I really do love, too much about this game, but especially the music from it. They just did such a good job. Even with the fact that I don't have my full hair, so to speak, this character looks pretty dang good. Now then, lad, judging by your unusual garments, I'd say you were one of them new adventurers. Am I warm? Of course. I knew it. Going to wherever the wind blows, seeking glory and fortune. Now that's what I call living. So long as you avoid dying, ain't no secret that adventuring's risky business, these days especially. What was it that first attracted you to it? To win glory. Yeah, nah, to amass a fortune. Everybody's in it for the guild. If you're not in it for the guild, you're not in it at all. You ask me. Fortune, eh? Well, it's a dream we've all had one time or another. And this man is a peddler. Once you learn to handle yourself in a fight, you'll want to pay a visit to whichever crafting or gathering guild tickles your fancy. Limbs Laments is renowned for its smithies and armor, not to mention its fisherfolk. And then there's its cooks, of course. Adventuring isn't just about killing things, after all. A peaceful pastime may well help you make your fortune. Just remember, though, there's more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead, and that's a fact. Ship's off starboard now. Pirate colors. Oh, by starboard bow. My dumbass. Pirates, bloody hells. Have ye no sense? Get below. And rest easy, friends. We made it out of cannon range, and no buccaneer's bark will catch this flighty tempest once the wind's in her sails. Holy. That was too bleeding close. Why one of us kept his head on his shoulders. I reckon I'd have lost mine otherwise. If them pirates gave up the chase, we must be close to port. Let's head up on deck and have us a look, shall we? Yes, bring the track back. Play my shit, please. Just a little guy, big axe. Oh, by the by, is this your first trip to Limbs of Lamensa? Yes, indeed. In this life, at least. It is? Well then, let this journeyed iterant tell you the ins and outs of your destination. Ahem. Limbs of Lamensa prides itself on being Eorza's finest, foremost naval power. I'm just ad-libbing, who cares? Weren't too long ago that the place was ruled by pirates, but thanks to the current admiral's civilizing influence, the city-state could almost pass for a respectable nation. You'd never guess she was once a rum-swilling buccaneer herself. Of course, most folk ain't quick to change. And with the town full of liberty-loving ruffians, you can imagine how many naysayers and troublemakers she's got to deal with. Like them pirates who took a fancy to us just right now. And if that weren't bad enough, I've heard the Sahagane are raiding the coast just as bold as you please. Remember, it's the Sweden beastmen the locals call fishbacks, in case you didn't know. This is why we need voice acting. Because I bet I butchered Sahagane, Sagane, whatever the fuck. Whatever it's supposed to be. At long last, land ho. Behold, Limbs of Lamensa, a nation blessed by the ocean's bounty and beloved of Limlane? Maybe Limlane. Limbs of Lamensa, Limlane. I like that. Okay. Limlane. Yeah, fuck it. Limlane, goddess of navigation. Also, sorry to my viewer. I didn't notice you. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Oh, a little voice acting. I don't want to skip this, but I do need to change my audio to English. Just for everybody else.
湾内にある島々と岩礁の上に渡された橋楼が作る街並みは女神の名を取りリムレーンのベールと称されるほど美しい。
These parts that are already voice acted, but unfortunately I forgot to change my audio to English.
今一人の冒険者が訪れようとしている。今はまだ己の運命を知らぬ者。
Here we are, the official start of the journey. Magruka Makoko takes the stage. On this episode of A Warrior Reborn. And here's where we part ways, son. I'm off to the markets to deliver me wares, then it's on to the high road for me. Here, I want you to have this, by the way. Oh, and there go the guard, too. I want you to have this, by way of thanks for saving me earlier. Hey, you never did tell me your name, did you? Well, here's an idea. Become the sort of storied personage I can brag about having met, and I'll consider us square. I need... One of these days I'm going to do a dive on Brennan, because something about him just tells me that... I don't know. I don't, maybe in... you know... What do they even call original Final Fantasy XIV? Like pre-Realm Reborn. Everyone just talks about a Realm Reborn, but I don't even know what they call it. I guess pre-Calamity Final Fantasy XIV. We'll call it that. I want to know, was he some guy who's like semi-important there? Alright, so fingers crossed that I don't need to go back to menu in order to change the audio settings there. I've spent so many hours in them, so this song might as well be my internal monologue at this point. Genuinely, even when I'm not playing Final Fantasy, I hear this song in my head sometimes. Oh. Hey, you there. Hey, I mean you. Aye. This is my district, and I make it my business to know all the scum that washes up in it. Yeah, this is Limsalo Mensa. An adventurer fresh off the boat it is? Well then. Allow one of Limsalo Mensa's finest to set you on the right path. Hop to it, lad. I haven't got all day. Alright, mouse and keyboard, obviously. Alright. So before we do anything at all, let's first go and check. I forget where you can change the language. Oh, cutscene audio. English for the people. And alright, so that's the main thing I need there. And then let us go here and adjust a few other settings. Control settings, legacy type, yes. That's the way that we want it. Some quick things that I already know I'm going to want. Auto target according to priority. We'll just do the closest frames because we're going to be tank. Target type. I think we'll leave some of these kind of where they are right now, but the main thing was going to be definitely the movement. So now that we've got our movement set, I think we can go ahead and close that up. Oh, and one other thing while I'm thinking about it. Keybinds. Let's go ahead and just set this up now. Oh, I missed it. So, let's see. I want to say I had Y. My last one. All right. And basically just so we'll do shift for hotbar. Slot 2. It's like if I don't do this now, I'll forget. So we'll go ahead and just do it now. This way we don't have to worry about it later. Alright, and the last one will be on. Oh, let me shift 1, shift 2, shift 3, shift 4. And then the last one will be Alt 1, Alt 2, Alt 3, Alt 4, 2, X and all. Right. We'll apply this. Alright. So that'll get us set up. I think there's a pretty solid chance that I will eventually use a code that has my settings from another file, but for from another character. But for right now, I think this is good. Get us started. We want to get back into it. Now then, I'm sure you're itching to explore, but adventurers are required to register their presence in the city. And without a bit of local knowledge, you'll like to get your throat slit in some piss stinking alley. But we don't like that. So before you do anything else, get yourself over to the Drowning Winch and enroll with the Adventurers Guild. It's not far. Just head straight down this street and speak with Grafar. We'll go with Grafar. He'll show you how to work with that big moving platform we call the clothes lift. That'll take you up to the pub. Once you're there, look for a fellow by the name of Bataron. He's the proprietor of the winch. He might curse you like an ale-sodden sailor, but the man's got a soft spot for wide-eyed newcomers like yourself. He'll set you straight. Got all of that? Good. Now run along and may the navigator guide you on your journey. Lim Lane. Lim Lane the navigator, I hope. Use the duty list. So when you get a quest, it appears over here. Just in case we do get some new people who pop in. When you get a quest, it'll pop up over here. Clicking on it will open it in your journal. Oh well. Another pro tip. Clicking on the blue text specifically will open your map, showing you where the quest is. And clicking on the yellow text will show you the quest in your journal. Obviously right now, I've only ever gotten one quest, so this part's easy to remember. Take the crow's lift. I forgot to say what that guy said. That's alright. Complete a quest by right-clicking on the NPC with the check mark. Easy enough. Greetings to you, lad. Will it be? Ah, but you ain't here for the drink, are you? You come with the mind to try your hand at adventuring, I reckon. Well, you'll find no shortage of work here in Lominsa. The name's Bataron, and this most hospitable of ossuaries is the Drowning Winch. Sorry for the pauses. I keep going to check other things. Keep getting distracted. That's not on you, that's on me. 'Tis also the home of the Adventurers Guild here in Lominsa. That's why we've got a desk specifically for handling guild business. And why I seem to spend more time saving the necks of whelps like yourself than wetting the throats of new regulars. Adventurers have a knack for finding trouble, you see. Not that they need it in these parts, on account of there being trouble wherever you look. If you manage to steer clear of the fishbacks and kobolds outside the city, the pirates on the inside will get you instead. And if they don't manage, there's always the Garlean Empire to finish the job. No one knows what they're planning, of course, but if they're planning anything, you can be sure it's to kill the lot of us. Well, he's probably not wrong. Like I said, I keep getting distracted. Hey, this town seems peaceful at a glance, but look again and you'll see people living in fear of what tomorrow might bring. who can blame him? After everything that's happened, Eorzea took a mighty blow during the calamity. But our homes weren't the only things that got wiped off the face of existence by that thrice damned bastard of a dragon. It took our bleeding memories too, and no one's been able to explain it in ways that makes an ounce of sense. None of the folks what saw it and lived to tell the tale seem to agree on how the tale actually goes. 'Tis all foggy, like recollections from an hard night on the ale. You can imagine why people might fear for the future if they can't rightly recall the past. But there is one thing we all remember, and that's the group of adventurers what laid down their lives to drag Eorzea back from the brink when she was bound for the abyss. Well, I say we remember. Truth is, we ain't forgotten what they did for us. This goddamn calamity spawned memory loss, robbed us of their names. It won't even let us picture their faces. It's like staring at a goal flying in front of the sun. All you see in your mind's eye is the shadow set against the blinding glare. And that's how every bugger describes it, by the way, give or take the odd goal. Is this what people got calling those heroes the warriors of light? I will admit, I'm paying more attention to the story in the beginning than I ever did, and I did not know some of these facts. Like, I did not know about the memory loss, and I did not know about the Warrior of Light name, where it came from, really. Anyway, if Limbs is ever going to put this time of darkness behind it, it's going to need adventurers to help banish the fear. It's going to need new heroes like the ones we lost. Maybe one day you'll be one of them. And that's why any aid we can give to adventurers worth is effort well spent. What say ye, lad? You willing to lend us your strength? You know what, sir? I am willing to lend you my strength. But listen to me, yattering on like a sun-touched fishwife. 'Tis high time we got your mark in new book. Put your scroll right there. Magruka Makoko is it? A fine name it is. Congratulations, you're now an upstanding member of the Adventurers Guild. Oh. You there, adventurer. You sailed in on the last ferry, did you not? Sorry. I'm just constantly going to be. Let me, real quick, so I can just have this semi ready for me. Alright. Oh dear. This is why you always troubleshoot multiple times before you start. But that's okay. We're all learning together here. Alright, we're back in. We're locked in. The captain reported being attacked by a pirate vessel. And several witnesses have testified independently that a passenger matching your description went out on deck mere moments before the incident took place. Sending your friend signals, were you? Hold on just a moment. You got the wrong blow. Alright, yeah. Battleron fucking stands up for me. This fine, upstanding young Jin is the dear departed grandma's sister's niece's cousin, closest companion. The lad would never be caught dead fraternizing with such unsavory elements. Hell yeah, Battleron. Stand up for me. Is that right? You're surely aware of the recent kidnappings. Respectfully, then, we cannot be too trusting of outsiders at a time when the loyalty of even our closest friends is in doubt. Alright, that's fair. I'll give him that. This is a pirate den. I mean, I wouldn't be too trusting of most people here. Aye, you make a good point there, officer. Very good point. Very wise. You needn't worry, though. I keep one eye open at all times. Me and two more often than not. Anyway, now, sir, what say you to a tankard of me finest ale before you return to your duties, eh? Not a watered-down cup of piss like last time, I should hope. Ain't got the faintest idea what you're on about, officer. The wench might offer some of the cheapest grog this side of the Strait of Merle Thor, but that don't mean it won't get you good and pickled. And look, there's a chair over there just crying out to be sat on, so kick off them heavy boots, eh? You'll have to excuse these eager, bloody yellow jackets. There's been a spate of kidnappings, see. Oh, accidentally clicked through. Oh well. Spate of kidnappings, and they're scared. Makes sense. Oh, I would be able to do that. Don't take it personally, though. Us Lemensons can be a headstrong bunch of bastards, it's true, but given time, we're growing. Now, where was I? Alright, welcome to Limsa Lemensa, where the sea's as green as the faces on me patrons after a few too many black belly whiskeys. Now take a moment to gather your wits, and we'll get started with learning the ways of the city. Very nice. Alright, taking your first step in this adventure in the city of Limsa Lemensa. Listen well to the wisdom, Jesus, of Baderon 10 Fingers. Then go forth and discover the incredible adventures that will await you. Alright, Baderon definitely is an amazing feat, because if you're 10 fingers, like, come on, bro. 10 fingers in a pirate city? I know he's got that. Baderon wants you to perform 3 tasks. Right then. Let's start you off nice and easy with 3 tasks will help you get used to life here in Limsa. First, if you head down the floor, then point your nose to the west, you'll get an eyeful of the great glowing crystal in the middle of the courtyard. That's an aetherite, a device that can move you from one place to another in the blink of an eye. Ain't no swifter way to travel, provided there's an aetherite where you want to go, of course. And that you got some gil in your pocket. Have a chat with the yellow jacket on guard down there, and you'll be treated to a lecture on the working of the device. Before you do that, though, remember to touch the thing. Strange as it sounds, it won't work till you have. Second on the list is the marketplace. You'll find weapons and armor and all your adventuring bits and pieces for sale in the district what lies behind the aetherite. Don't go throwing your guild just yet, though. You'll get police cooking. You can say, why is my corn pork so light? Have a word with Swazblet. Man, Swazblet. We'll go with that. He's the head of the Merchant's League, by the way. Give him this old octant, and he'll treat you well. For the last of the helpful hints, I suggest you meet some fellow axe wielders at the Marauders Guild. I guarantee you'll learn a few new tricks for swinging that Ed Splitter of yours if you join their crew. Thada at the front desk is the one to get you started. Got all that, lad? Seeing them 3 tasks will take you on a little jaunt around the city and help you work out where everything is. I'd best be getting on. Run along, eh? Bugger it. There I go, sending you off without telling you some at Crucial. That bloody calamity's made a right mess of me memory, I swear. Well, that or the ale. Any road. While you're out, if you happen to pass any poor sods what look like they'll need your help, consider giving their tale a woe a listen, eh? Sounds like a chore, I admit, but you never know what interesting opportunities might be lurking out there, just waiting for you to stumble upon them. For example, Nenia over yonder's been casting glances at you since you waltzed in. Why not lend her an ear and see what she has to say? Aye, you're like to find yourself running odd errands in the beginning, but once you build a reputation as a man folk can trust, the jobs will get harder and the rewards get more generous. If you have the time, I'd also seek the advice of the smith there in the winch. The lads is bear that title have some fine advice for them was just starting out in the profession, and that, my lad, is how you'll go to becoming a legend among adventurers. And he waves at me, of course. Alright. Second quest accepted. Oh, I probably should have read that. Very nice. Main menu. Alright. So real quick, I'm going to have us do some swapping over. So give me just a little second here. And we're just going to do something that I should have done before I started today. But that's okay. Because I just want to get my layout set up real quick. All right, a real quick swap over, and we are about to be back. Back on Aether. With my boy, Magruka Makoko. Alright. So all I did was go over to my main and get the configuration data. And that will allow me to theoretically quickly update my everything to match with my other settings. And maybe eventually we'll go through and do a video more in depth about that. The settings, why I have them set the way I do, all my hotbars and stuff like that. But for right now, I think we're just gonna get back in and get back on the grind. All right. I definitely need to change that in the settings. So first, configuration. Only be using the sanctuary. Oh, I have to finish. Oh, I was supposed to talk to somebody. Oh, Ninia. That's right. But would you look at this? A shiny new adventurer. Listen close, lad. I have some information that might just help you out, help put you on the map here in Lemensa. I was passing through Bulwark Harl not long ago and saw a bunch of herbs just scattered about on the ground. Now, I'm not entirely certain, but I think they might have been the black market where it's known as dream flowers. Lemensa is a busy port, and not all the merchants that blow in across the strait are above board, if you know what I mean. How the plants end up in the mizzen mast, who knows? Might have been a deal gone bad. The important thing is you make a name for yourself by handing them in. Speak to Skainrel and she'll get you down to the first floor. Then all you have to do is pick up the herbs and take them to Aldskiff? Aldskiff at the Octave. Being a worldly captain, he knows a thing or two about such fake goods. Alright. So talk to her. Go down to Bulwark Hall. Interactive. So basically all you do is just walk up and right click it. Which, if I see this person, this is kind of Sanctuary? This is Sanctuary, okay. Download apply settings, enter the code, confirm sharing data, apply everything. Okay. And there we go. And let me go ahead, and there's some stuff I'm pretty sure I just don't have right now, so I'm going to go ahead and just remove that. Alright. All kinds of stuff. That's so funny that it puts that on my hotbar, even though I don't have it. No one pay attention to the Lalafell picking up peculiar herbs that I was told are illegal. I'm sure that they're not important. Does this work? Does this work? Okay. Oh, good old Limsa. Very active, as always. I forgot. What was my button? Ah, there we go. I'll walk around, but... Aldskiff. Yes, I'm Aldskiff. You have some herbs you wish me to examine. Hey, I heard these herbs were illegal, Aldskiff. Yes, as you suspected, these are the highly illegal blooms known as dream flowers. They are the prime ingredients in the creation of somnus, a substance whose fragrance is said to lull the sniffer's mind into a sleep of death. Oh, we don't like the sleep of death. Let me clear this real quick also. Handing over items for quests. Sleep of death is crazy. Forgive me, I could not resist the just... Oh, okay. These herbs are not more than Alphic lavender, a common enough export from Lim's elements. In fact, these probably spilled from crates that were loaded onto my very own ship. I don't know if I believe him now, because... I don't know which one I want to believe. Are they deadly herbs? Are they undeadly herbs? And he's just being a chill guy. I don't know. Using items. Which gave me a potion, and I might as well put that on my hotbar here. And let me just look at something real quick. Okay, because yeah, I didn't set that up. Okay. So it changed all my keybinds and everything, so I shouldn't have to worry. Has more information that might benefit your standing. I think we'll skip side quest for right now. Get in tune with the Aetherite. Ah, another novice adventurer. Aye, Baderon has sent more than a few of your kind this way of late. I am Sundhimal, one of the Yellow Jackets tasked with keeping the peace in the city. It's also my charge to provide guidance in the use of this device. Fear not, I shall be brief. Aetherites are crystalline structures that tap into ethereal energies. They are primarily used as a means of travel swiftly from one place to another. Return and teleport, the most common transportation spells, make direct use of Aetherites and their connection to the flow of Aether. Once you've expanded your horizons beyond the walls of the city, you will soon find yourself performing the act of attunement as a matter of course. There is, however, no need for unseemly haste. The Aetherites found in and around the city will be sufficient for present, I assure you. Oh, not what I wanted. Should you wish to learn more about Aetherites or transportation method, I will be here to answer your questions. You attune with the Aetherite, now able to use the return spell. A sight that you will always see in Limbs of Lumensa. People dancing around the Aetherite in a circle. Of course, over here, this is where I like to hang out usually. Usually I like to hang out right next to the tree. That's a good little spot. Barry is very active though. There's lots of people here. So I think this is a good place to start a new journey. A fine morning to you, sir. Welcome to the most replete marketplace in the grand realm of Eorzea, where every shelf groans under the weight of wonders born from all four corners of the world. Pray browse the stalls until your eyeballs ache from ogling the overabundance of unbelievable bargains. Now, as much as I would love to elaborate upon the unrivaled quality of our merchandise, I must tend to some cargo, but recently arrived at the docks. You bear a gift from Baderon? Whatever could it... Ah, my Octant! By the navigator, I must have left it behind in the winch along with a week's pay and several bells worth of intoxicated memories. And this man is rusted Octant. I need to research what an Octant is. I feel like it should be like it seems like a compass. Tool keep sake for my days as a ship captain. You see, needless to say, your good deed must be repaid, and what better recompense than the wisdom of a master merchant? I don't know. Some other stuff could be cool, but I'll take your wisdom. If it is simple, oh, what's up? Yes, I did.
Doing me now.
No, I think it's still doing me.
Look.
Is it doing you?
Oh, now it's...
Yes. But yes, I actually forgot that you don't have the afro when you start off. I thought it was a starter hairdo.
Oh.
But that's okay.
Are you streaming now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, snap.
It's fine. I only have one person looking at it. I've got my one loyal viewer watching. All right. Goes without saying that Hawker's Alley boasts stalls specializing in the tools of every martial discipline imaginable. And within but a few steps are bazaars and apothecaries that will most amply supply all of your potion and perishable needs. And within but a few steps are bazaars and apothecaries that will most amply supply all of your potion and perishable needs. Such knowledge will serve you well if your purse is light or your time is short. But verbal instruction of this kind will only profit you so much. Experience has ever been the surest teacher, if not the kindness. I invite you to explore the markets for yourself. And now to the Marauders Guild. Already, I've been playing for an hour, and I've already run into bards. And these guys are pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. In another life, I also play music, but because I don't want Yoshi P to yell at me, I'm going to avoid that for now. We're gonna see how far I get. I'm not even sure if I'm going to leave the city before my set time to stop in the street at the rate that I'm going. Good old Alcazolca. We'll be talking to him in a second. Any axe worth swinging needs two hands on the half and has a blade what can make short work of a galley's mast. That's the kind of weapon our members train to use with deceptive swiftness and all too predictable force. Are you interested in hearing more, lad? Then why don't I give you the short version of the guild's founding history and we can go from there. It all started with ships, you see. What ships got to do with axes, you ask? Well, building them would be pretty bloody difficult without a sturdy tool to lop down trees for timber. And since only the navigator herself knows when the ship will run afoul of a storm or worse, it makes sense for the crew's carpenter to carry an axe on board. It all started with shipbuilding and ship repair. Am I boring you? As I was saying, any tool on a ship can become a weapon, and the axe was perfect for hooking yourself over the rail of an enemy vessel, letting loose in a whirl of steel and generally laying waste to all about you. As more seafarers took up the axe as their weapon of choice, so did the bloody art of the marauder begin to take shape, especially among pirates, where skill and strength decide your place in the world. With an eye to assembling crews of battle-ready sailors, the pirates started teaching the proper way to wield a chopper blade to the recruits. And that's how the Marauders Guild first came to be. But once the Galadian Accord was signed to unite the Maelstrom and the pirates against the Lemens's enemies, the whole game changed. The Accord itself was a dismal failure, of course. The Marauders Guild was never the same. It was taken over, restructured, and purged of its pirate elements. It's been reborn, an institution dedicated to naught but the teaching of axe fighting. The members of this new Marauders Guild were no greed-driven cutthroats neither. They were warriors that sought to use their martial prowess for the good of society. If mastering the axe is your heart's desire, then you'll find no better arena in which to practice your swings. Think it over, then let me know if you fancy joining our ranks. I have a feeling I'll be seeing more of you soon. Indeed, 1 second later, you will be seeing more of me. Talk to the guild master. Worm Zone. That's why we need voice acting in the beginning, because all these names are impossible. Yes, I am Worm Zone, Axe Master they call me. Not the most imaginative of titles, I agree, but one should not underestimate the value of directness. I welcome your interest in our guild. The art of the Marauder is used to rend, to cleave, and to destroy. It is not our way to simply outfight our adversaries. We seek to overwhelm them. The Marauder must be the most powerful and enduring presence on the battlefield. We must account for the most enemies defeated. Our role in combat is that of a steel whirlwind, dealing death and destruction without equal. No doubt the question has already been put to you by Blaufado, but once more I shall challenge your commitment. Are you prepared for the bloody carnage that awaits an initiate of the Marauders Guild? Of course. Very well, your name? Attend me then. Magruka, hold fast to this moment of dedication. The path of Marauder is jagged and perilous one. The blood that spills at your feet will oftentimes be your own. It's alright, just we need a good healer on the team. Stand now as a student of the axe. Let us not waste time in testing the edge of your chosen weapon. You shall wade straight away into combat as befits a novice of our discipline. Go forth and slay the bleeding, scurrying, crawling pests that plague the outskirts of Limsa. Lost lambs, wharf rats, and little ladybugs will be your hideous adversaries this day. Return to me once 3 of each creature have fallen to your blade. Alright. It's time to go mess up some ladybugs. Of course, you're smart. You're attuned to every aetherite you see. Which I did not do earlier, which is why I have to run down. And then once I get all the aetherites in the city, I will also be able to get some extra teleports that will take me outside the city. So I might actually just run around in Limsa for a second and grab all these. Plus I have to decide which crafter will I be first. Oh, I have to report the battle. Might as well do that while I'm up here. There you are, Magruka. Enjoy your jaunt around the city, did you? If you mean to base yourself in Limsa, that won't be the last time you'll visit them 3 places. And now you've got some idea of what's where, so you can start exploring the rest of town. Shown a good ear for listening, lad. Stick with old Bataron, and you'll go far. Very nice. Oh, very nice. Level up again. Alright. But first, run and grab some more of these aetherites. guess I could have gone to the elevator. I like taking the stairs. So I'm gonna go this way. Yes. Fate system. Basically just events out in the world that you can do for a little extra XP if you want to. Look through the battle system stuff. And achievements. Oh, I got an achievement. That's fine. I'll have to check that out later. Alright, time to jump a couple racks. Below the recommended level for the fate. Yeah. I mean, that's fair. I'm only level 3. Jumping forward, perhaps. Oh, guess I didn't need to fight that. Might as well fight this guy. Just the one. Oh no, it's a whole bunch. Skip that for now then. I feel like for crafting, I am in Winsa. So I might as well be a color. And making food is fun. Honestly, I don't want to do too much of the crafting, but it wouldn't be a fresh playthrough if you didn't do some crafting at least. Yeah, I can use food all the time. Alright, leveled up again. Unlocking combos. My little legs can't make it up the hill. Alright, we made it. We're good. Let me just do the combo real quick. Good stuff. Alright, running back. Will they be proud of me for beating up ladybugs, squirrels, and something else? Go for the drowning wish. I probably could have run there. I could have gotten there faster, but who needs to be fast? That's alright. Oh, wait, there's a quest here. I should definitely get this. I'll blow that around. Bill and Limsar are you in the group there? How'd you fancy a trip outside the city walls? I just came from outside the city walls. I'd like you to visit an orchard by the name of Summerford Farms. Ever heard of the place? The owner, Stalewind, is an old friend of mine. He's got himself a crew of mostly reformed pirate types, if you can believe that. And he's been trying to bring a bit of life back to the fields after the calamity ruined the soil. You mentioned needing another hand or two, and your name sprang to mind. I gave you a glowing recommendation, so make sure you work hard and impress the old bastard. You need directions? The place ain't hard to find. Just take the Zephyr Gate out of the city and follow the road northeast. Alright, let me go talk to my boy in the Marauder skill, and then we'll get back on that. I was legit about to just start running around doing side quests, completely forgetting about the main story. I completely forgot about reading those out. That's alright though. Alright, the hunting log. It's a good way to get some extra XP. And when I go back outside the Zephyr Gate, it'll be a good... have a view. We'll just teleport here. I know I should probably just explore them to grab those other Aetherites. But I don't want to, so we'll just do it later. Go ahead. Always remember to eat food. Give you a little buff and experience buff. Alright, we made it out the city again. Since we're running to Summerford, I'll go ahead and try to knock out some of these hunting quests along the way. That'll help keep our XP up. And I think give us a little extra gold too, which is not bad. Might even have an extra skill or two by the time we go to Summerford. Level up. Next class quest available. Yeah, Final Fantasy isn't like some MMOs where if you aren't doing every single side quest that's available to you, you're basically completely falling behind. It's much nicer to your time. They spent a lot of time making the story interesting, and they just want you to focus on that, and I'm down with that. Oh, big cloud. Alright. So hit this while we're walking past it. And I don't see another one right now, at least. Oh, there we go. Hopefully these guys don't jump me. Alright, good. It's fine, I'm a Marauder. I can take it. Even though I'm literally the same size as these tiny monsters. Oh. Another level up, we even made it to the farm. those entries completed. Just keep an eye out for things while we're running around. Summer Food Farms. Always remember, you see an aetherite, touch an aetherite, or else you will regret it. Teleport. And the other thing, which I'm clear, I might as well talk to this guy, but I have to remember to get the Chocobo Keep as well. To help you move between the cities and save some money. And some time before you get the mount. You honor his words, that's a good start. I'm still when the old bastard is bad or unlikely to describe me. This here is my humble orchard. A good number of lads and lasses working here once terrorized the high seas, and if you're wondering why I employ these scrags, well, they used to crew my pirate ship. But the calamity did for our ship like so many others, and I was sore wounded into the bargain. I had to feed myself and my crew somehow, and Admiral Merwood's initiative to get us landlocked buccaneers working the field seemed too fine an offer to refuse. Well, it's coming. This guy? Well, it turns out you can't take the pirate away. You take the pirate away from the sea, but you can't take the sea away from the pirate. A lot of my blokes just never took the timid or soil of the sea. And unfortunately, the botanist I called in to train them had been wringing their hands in black despair with so much work piling up. I need a tougher soul like you to step in and help where it's needed. Alright. Oh wait, okay, so I choose one of these. Goes to this chest, which I'll go ahead and equip that now. I have a mind to set you to a task, Makoko. Before I do, I need to be sure you've properly kitted out. Pirates don't care to parley with dandies, you understand. It might well be the ones here traded in their cutlasses for coulters, but they're still rogues at heart. No solid set of gear when I see it. Come back when you think you're more suitably equipped. Alright. So, there should be somebody near here that I can buy, yes, gear from. So I need head, body, hands, legs, and feet. With item level 5 or greater. So, head, body, hands, legs. So, head. So right now I just have my legs covered. Or no, my feet. Oh wait, I think, didn't I just need... I think I just need a headpiece. If I remember right, you can just use the headpiece. And, yep. I just need it. The pirates won't take me seriously unless I'm wearing an eye patch. Makes sense. Run back up to the boy here. Let's have a look at you. Oh, as long as you're this well covered, I won't feel any guilt throwing you to the sharks. Erstwhile buccaneers are an ornery lot. They rage in love for the sea and care little for the laws of the land. But they respect strength. If I looked at you, I'd say you have little trouble getting their attention. Alright. And he'll give me an upgrade on my weapon. Go talk on the aura. He senses the aura, he knows. Alright, good to hear. Then I shall lay before you the sorry tale. You will have heard rumors of the abduction. Citizens have been disappearing from every corner of Limsa as if plucked from the face of Hyla, roots and all by an unseen hand. And what's this got to do with Summerford Farms, you might ask? Well, that remains to be seen, but it seems a collection of right unsavory fellows with azure, tattooed faces have been seen creeping up the edges of the fields and spying on my yeomen. Now, I doubt anyone would enjoy being scrutinized by savages at the best of times, but the farmhands are convinced that they're the kidnappers of rumor, come for their hides. Needless to say, they're beside themselves with work. Their work suffering for it, which is the very last thing I need when my old crewmen are still getting used to their new jobs. To struggle to get them to leave the farmhouse at morning. That is, as they say, where you come in. Would you be willing to investigate these tattooed thugs for me? Good lad. The sooner we get to the bottom of this, the sooner this place will start to resemble a working farm again. I suggest you begin by having a look around Sea Song Grotto. If reports are to be delivered, our unwelcome visitors have occupied the place. Be careful though, Makoko. I can't say for sure what manner of miscreants we're dealing with here. If they are the kidnappers, we'll just be on your guard, alright? Alright. Investigate Sea Song Grotto. Oh, very close. Ah, that's a problem. Investigate Sea Song Grotto. Oh, this little thing here. Very nice. Oh, and I need to fight these guys. Hopefully they don't murder me. They're not too tough. Maybe if I was a DPS I'd need to be worried, but I am a marauder. We can easily fight this. I do wonder, will this part of leveling change much with the new combat and like, you know, is progression changing, or is it just going to be skills? Are they going to also touch a little bit of the story? If they have everything, you know, kind of knocked out in terms of the combat, maybe they're taking the time to focus on some other things. Our special instances, the bane of all parties, because you must do these solo.
I am the waves that bear.
I actually
I
voice
am
acted.
the winds that guide.
I'm off duty, guys. Oh wait, is this? Do I recognize that voice?
I am the evening stars. I am the morning sky. I am born of the sea, and there shall I die. Thus reads the sailor's requiem,
This is the
carved
real
into
reason I
yonder
came to
stone.
Lindsay. Good old Yestola.
Such
I mean,
words
you
well
would meet
describe
her
the manner in which the
no matter
citizens of
how
Limsa
you play,
Luminsa
but
live their lives.
if you're trying to see her early,
It is both a litany against misfortune for those out on the waves, and a prayer that the souls of those who perish on land might find their way back to the sea. Ah, you are the adventurer I've seen around Summerford Farms.
back when I first played,
I thought myself on the
that
trail of the kidnappers,
'cause I wanted to play the
but it
summoner,
would seem
and I
I
thought
have
that the
missed my
conjurer
mark.
was the summoner because I didn't understand how the class evolution works. And like in my head, it makes sense that if you're conjuring things, you're
Or
summoning
perhaps
things.
not.
But no, conjurer actually turns into the white mage, which, I mean, lore-wise, it all makes sense. But as somebody who
As I
is still not
suspected,
very
the etheric
well-versed in
disturbance
Final
here is
Fantasy
no
lore,
natural occurrence.
it's pretty easy to make that mistake. But like I said, that's
Nor
the
is it a
beauty of
coincidence
Final
that the two
Fantasy,
of us should come
because
here in search of those responsible for the disappearances, only to be attacked.
doesn't lock you into your character.
But who stands to benefit from the keeping of this secret? Oh, such thoughts must wait. Let us attend to the task at hand, unpleasant though it be.
There we go. That battle music. Is something awry with the creature? What's awry is it thinks it can step to me. It doesn't realize that I'm a warrior of light. This creature has no idea I have over 4,000 hours in this game. Even though I think this is the first time I've ever started the story over again. Which lets you know how much content is in there. But I still, even on my main character, haven't done every single thing in the game. There's plenty of other like side stuff that I kind of plan to actually explore more on this character, because I'll be running into it in the more organic manner, but with a much greater understanding of what's going on overall. I mean, already now, I have a great understanding of what was going on in the world, in terms of why we're called the Warrior of Light, and the fact that I thought it was, calamity hit, people died, which is obviously bad timing. I wish. Oh, no, I was seeing your Stola get close to half health. I'm like, I'm not protecting. I'm not doing my job.
Phew!
Oh. what's that shiny thing on the ground? The little eye patch. The fact that the pirates wouldn't take me seriously until I was wearing an eye patch is both peak comedy and completely on track. Now that's a summoning circle if I've ever seen one. That's like straight out of... honestly, I guess the one closest right now would actually be like Witch Hat Atelier. If you haven't watched that, it's really good, first off. And second off, the magic is both crazy and simple at the same time. I mean, I don't want to spoil any part of it for people that haven't watched it, but they do a good job. See, hear, wait, feel, hear, think, hear, feel, think, hear. I forgot what she said.
Crystal Bearer. I am Heidelin, all made one. A light there once was that shone throughout this realm.
I'm excited to play through this again, also because I want to see, like, knowing what I know now, no spoilers, knowing what I know now, how much of it was like prescribed, so to speak.
I beseech thee, deliver us from this fate.
Like they cooked very hard with the story of Final Fantasy. I'm curious, going through it again, how much will seem like it was planned from the beginning, and how much will seem like while they were in the middle of it, they decided this would be a good way to go. I mean, I'm down for it either way.
Claim to them.
Especially when you think about where we might be going in Evercold and post Evercold. It could be that this was all like, I've heard people compare Final Fantasy story to One Piece, and when I say I've heard people, I mean I've compared Final Fantasy story to One Piece, just because some of the things in One Piece, you will look at it and you'll be like, oh, this is just some one-off stupid thing, and then literally like 5 years later, dude will bring it back and it'll be an extremely relevant point, and it'll be the smallest thing, like well, One Piece spoilers here, but the Fishman tribute to Big Mom is like a classic example of that, where it's like, oh, they accidentally put a bomb in this chest that they sent off to Big Mom, and this happens like super early, relatively super early in the story of One Piece. And quite literally years later, at a time when most people would have forgotten it, like if you've been watching it, especially like week to week, you would have forgotten that this even happened. And that bomb is literally what saves the whole crew during their encounter with Big Mom. At least one of the times they get saved. Momentarily, at least.
The poor creature's
Final Fantasy
fury
feels
was
a lot like
kindled
that,
with
where it's
cruel
like,
forethought.
where you think, like, okay, did they put the bomb in the chest with the full knowledge of the scene later where the bomb would be useful? Or did they put the bomb in the chest and then it just so happened that they decided to use it at that time? That's what Final Fantasy feels like sometimes.
It would appear our culprits are seafaring men of some persuasion, piratical being the most probable. In any event, you seem much recovered from your sudden affliction. I confess, I was rather taken aback when you collapsed at the very moment of our victory. Mayhap a surfeit.
Oh. Accident. I can't believe I cut off your story.
I beg your pardon. A towering crystal. I'm sure I don't... Oh! Well, well. This has been a day of unexpected revelations. I must continue my investigation. In the meantime, I suggest you deliver this knife to your patron,
I'll
along
investigate
with a
with you. Let
warning
me help.
concerning the
We
pirate's
don't
probable
need
involvement
any
in this
other teammates.
murky business. The days ahead promise little rest, I fear. May our paths cross again, under the light of the crystal.
Of course, indeed. Oh, wait. Ah. Oh, it changed all my settings. I love that. I prefer not to have people's names and stuff up. Unless I click on it. Just makes life easier. Now we're running. Being a lawler feels so weird. I'm so small. Like, I should be able to use everything as a mount. I'm so tiny. Why do I need to wait for a chocobo? I could ride the tiny Mandaraga. I don't even need I don't need anything else. I'm the size of this guy. He's okay. Alright, fine. Oh, well, alright. When I'm not uphill, I wanna say I'm just about the size of him. Alright, lurkers in the grotto. We're about to turn this in, and then it'll probably be time to go back to Limsa. If I am smart, then I will remember to grab the class quest while I'm in there. Always remember to do your class quest. They give you new skills and gear. Good gear for your class as well. Many ways to get gear, of course. But class quests are one of the great ones, especially in the beginning. I was not paying attention to that text. If I'm talking, it's fine. They can just shut up. A blade pulled from the back of the creature you slew at the cave, eh? I'd agree that such a knife would be part of any seafaring man's kit. I'm starting to think that these ruffians are pirates, come to lure my farmhands back to a life of plunder. Chances are they didn't take kindly to your appearance at their doorstep, setting a maddened hoodoo on you. The pirates have been adding to their numbers of late. I'd best warn the lads and lasses in my employ to be on guard against their schemes. You met someone else at the grotto, a woman with a strange contraption. Ah, Yastola. She's been in Limsa for a good while now. Her studies of the Aether often bring her out of Summerford, so her presence at the grotto is hardly unusual. It's an odd-looking lass, I grant you. Odd? Hold on now. She's not the kind to associate with kidnappers. Take my word on that. Alright, that type of odd. Okay, I'm like, you better not be talking shit. Where trust be lacking in these yeomen of mine who have yet to wholly relinquish their pirate past, the temptation to return to the free and easy life of a buccaneer may prove too strong to resist. Yeah, man, thanks, Makoto. If it weren't for the efforts of a stalwart adventurers like yourself, this farm would be in a far worse state than it is. Just you keep on lending your talents to those in need. Help bring Limsa the brighter future she deserves. As long as I lock in, I can leave the auto on. I'm a fast reader. You gotta do the trick where you don't read the word, you look at the sentence. Don't read the page, let the page read you. I learned a roll action. Okay. So my first roll action, reduce damage. I want to put that on T. Put that on T. And I don't have these yet, but I'll probably put these up here. Or this here. we'll figure those out as we go. Got my roll action. Talk to the boy again. Alright. And speak with the slacking yeoman. Alright. So now my eye patch will come in handy because these guys will listen to me because I'm obviously tough and powerful. Let me also just look and make sure. Oh, I have an upgrade on my axe I should be using. And while I'm here, let me just go ahead and register this as a gear set, which I probably won't be swapping to another class for a good long while. I plan to do most of this journey as a marauder. And I might even, we'll see how I feel, but I might even try to learn all the tanks and just be a pure tank main as a Lalafell, because that'll be a fun time. Though I do love being a healer in this game. I became a healer on accident when I chose Conjurer. But I wanted to try something new. I wanted this to be a fully new journey. Okay, that. I was hoping that would be a door. So, where's this other guy? Did I run past him? Maybe they're outside here? Oh, yep. Here we go. Big chiller. Or little chiller. My fault. My fault, Lala brother. Little chillin', as Lalafell is known to do. Oh, the rest of them are out here. Alright, we're running. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll run into a couple more hunt quests while we're out here. Here we go. Axes were made for splitting skulls, not stumps. Do you know what I did in my sailing days? Ooh, wanton slaughter, obviously. You bet your beard I did last, and those were the days. I reckon now I'll have to be satisfied to take my axe to the trees. Just become an adventurer like me, brother. I guess once a pirate, always a pirate. So, like, if I'm fighting, I'm stealing. I don't understand all this protecting business. Which is fair. Which is fair. I've saucier seeds to sow? Damn right. Didn't get where I am by taking gruff from any glorified gardeners, but I suppose I can see what he wants to get him off my back. Slacking yeoman. Maybe eventually we'll do just like walkthroughs of each zone. Gotta buff the chat up, but that's fine. I did not read any of his text. That's alright. That's fine. We sprint on back. I'm barely taller than the grass, but I am the toughest. Don't you doubt it. Press that. It's no fault of yours, he squirmed out. I've let that worm wrinkle through my fingers more times than I can count. But rest assured, the next time I see him, I'll put him squarely in the dirt, where all such worms belong. Damn. Where are we? Oh. I don't know if I just blinked or if I'm so short that I did not see it over his head. Oh. Until now, I've had no choice but to rely on that charlatan Severin, even though I am full aware he's been doing shady deals behind my back. More than once, I've heard tell of improper trading with goblins. I wouldn't be the least surprised if that happened. If that were happening right now. Not a bell ago, a sack of oranges disappeared. As did Severin. I want you to find and confront the bastard for Makoto. I'm sure there's wrongdoing afoot, so be sure to doubt anything that comes out of his mouth. Alright, we're taking bets. Severin is a shady dealer, even for a pirate. Who thinks he's a lollipop? I think he's probably a lollipop. They're notoriously shady, no matter what group they're part of. And I would know, as a lollipop, obviously. The wharf rats can rest easy for now. My bloodlust is satiated. And Severin? Oh. I lost my parlay. This man is not a lollipop. Bloody hells. I'm up the strait without a paddle. Oh yeah, I forgot. Let me doubt him. If you're new, a recent addition that is amazing is whenever your quest requires that you use a emote, you don't have to remember it anymore. It will just be attached right up here next to the quest icon. In doubt, just make sure that you're targeting whoever they're telling you to target. What's this now? Someone sent you for the oranges? Huh, so the old bugger had known all this time. What does it matter anyway? Oh, about to get jumped. Listen, you're one of those goody-good adventurer types, right? Go rescue me mates from those double-dealing goblins. They're just over yonder by the bonfire. Oh, is this that guy we saw exit earlier? Trying to help his friends because they got jumped by goblins. Activate my plus don't get hit. Is that it? Might work. Come on, dude. This man's boot is as big as my entire body, and he got jumped by these goblins. That's how you know I'm tougher than most. Back with our boy Severin. Oh. But a pirate knows no shame. Anyway, you basically said thank you for saving my mates. Maybe I'll change my ways, and then he thought about it. I have no qualms about going back my word. I'm only giving you the sack because I like the cut of your jib. Take it to Aussie and then give my regards. Alright. Once again, I've never played Lalafell, but I'm kind of glad I made one because the size of my character is high-key comedy. Am I... Okay, so I go to this checkpoint. Then I might do return and go pick up my class quest because it's just knowing that it's there and I probably would have finished it already. Is kind of getting at me, even though this is supposed to be a chill run, and we're casually going through Final Fantasy. We're not speed running anything. Efficiency still matters to me a little bit, just because I know. Oh, well, look at that, not a single one missing either. About the only things not here are those bagmen, and I don't miss them one bit. There's still worms payment full. With you, I can trust it'll reach him. This is true. Alright, so we're gonna do quickly return, especially since we could teleport to Summerford Farms. Return, go to the Marauders Guild, and go get the class quest. I wonder, are those guys still playing music? They are. I wonder what song this is. I like how the Lalafell bench. I need to figure out how to get the afro. Alright, so that'll be my first that'll be the first thing I look up after stream here. Where do you get the afro? I wanna say Golden Saucer, but I could be wrong about that. And Loki, I kind of hope I'm wrong about that. But we can spend some time in the Golden Saucer. Might not be bad. Wait, what am I? Speak with... Where is this person? Let's just see if they're downstairs. Very safe to assume. A lot of these places will have a downstairs. Oh, yep, sure enough. The trainer, the axe master, told me you'd be on your way. The name's Brombar. Good it is to meet a new marauder. Now we axe wielders build strength and control by splitting boulders. That's right. Our traditional method involves smashing a rock with your axe. But you can't just use any old swing. You need to hit the rock just so. Rock guy and my fellow marauder is waiting just outside the Zephyr Gate by the bridge over the Rogue River. She'll tell you how it's done. Alright. And then we'll go ahead and teleport to Summerford Farms. Turn in the quest there and see where he tells me to go. Hopefully it's not too limited, that'd be fine. And then after that, we'll go knock out our class quest and hopefully unlock a new skill. And this man is Sacagil. This is what I was aiming for. Looks to be all I was owed, alright. But I'd be telling you false if I claimed I had not held out more hope for Severin. I was even willing to overlook the skimming off the top, but to sell us all short in favor of those god's-forsaken goblins. Do want to mind yourself around that, T-Gilchi. If you leave his own mates for dead, there's no telling what he'd do to you. Okay. The disciple of war. Last here. Level up again. And put this on. Alright. Oh. Gurkit. Sure. Blast. At this rate, the crops will never be ready for harvest. If only we had Blackloam, just a bit could send our salt soaring. I'll bet Rockwood knows where you might find some. Perhaps you might pay her a visit in the orchard. Big jump. Big jump for a little guy. Alright. So we'll head on to the orchard. And then we'll try to swing left. Maybe the quest will send us that way. If it doesn't, that's fine too. We'll just swing left anyway. The that Gherkin's got a head of cabbage if he thinks I'm fetching him any black loam. But if you dare to pinch some from the cookpot, then be my guest. Just mind you don't get trampled upon by the aurochs that dwell there. Once you've got 3 bushels worth, take the black loam to... I'm not even saying that. Wait. Oh, okay. Free wall. Alright, it just spelled kind of crazy, but let's go with free wall. At Tiller's Rest. He'll know what to do. Alright. So my quest wants me to swing right, but I'm going to swing left for now. Just because I want to say the Marauder quest kind of moves towards where my main quest is anyway. So we'll see how this goes. I did not read the text at all, but that's okay. And now I'm going to hit this rock with the heavy swing. Best one's heavy swing. Bust these rocks down. Imagine a dude like that is coming at you on a pirate ship. So, it's heavy swing to destroy the solid rocks. This man just finished breaking rock with his axe. Now he's going sailing. And he wants what's on your ship. If he's going to use his axe to take it, what are you going to do to stop him? And the answer was apparently the Calamity. Oh, report. Part of me feels like if I go... Part of me wants to go back. You know what? We're going to keep on the main story for now. The other thing about the starter zones is they have good music, first off. But something about the way that they, as I'm talking shit, it literally comes back on. Wounded Aurochs. Well, Wounded Aurochs, you are in my hunt quest. So you are about to be wounded some more. Get rid of them. Big old bullets. Black Loam. The movie Expendables, where I think it was Jet Li. Hopefully I'm not getting the name wrong. Where Jet Li is like, I need to get paid more because I'm traveling more distance for the same, I'm taking more steps for the same distance that we're traveling. Therefore, I'm doing more work. That's how I feel right now. As Lalafell, all of my quests should be giving higher rewards because I had to walk further to get there. Like one male aura step is like 5 Lalafell steps. Easily. Everything should be scaling off of that. Therefore, Lalafells deserve the most money. It just makes no sense. Alright. And where are we going to? Oh, free wall. Yes. Alright, even the weeds wither and die. It's desolate dirt. Dang, that's rough. Bringing the black loam. I got that good shit, but a big black loam ought to change all that. I haven't seen any in ages. Gathering black loam's not for the weak of will, nor the weak of stomach, eh? And don't tell me Gurkent and Blockwood are neglected to mention where black loam comes from. I'm sure you figured it out all on your own from the cloying scent. It comes from the Aurochs lair of all places. Well, why dwell on who misled whom about that? What matters is that your efforts have brought us the black loam, and we can expect a bountiful harvest as usual. As a result. Alright, so strength, dexterity, intelligence, mind. So obviously we want strength, dexterity. Oh wow, already hit level 10, so I gotta finish class quest. Alright, so Defiance, so we finally learned our first real important skill for the tank, our MNT generator skill, which basically, if you are new to MMOs or new to Final Fantasy, this allows you to maintain aggro as a tank. And it just makes sure that when everybody else hits, even if they're doing way more damage than you, they're not taking the aggro away from you. Cover. Okay. I'm just supposed to beat these guys up. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of. Oh, I thought this was a hunting log quest. Because I saw the symbols over their heads, but that's fine. That's okay. We all make mistakes. Alright, I got the stolen goods. Oh, it is a hunting quest. It's just for the grounded raiders specifically. That's okay. Is this? What is this? Oh, that's not good. All power, all nearby enemies. That's good. I've got like 5 potions. So I'm good. No, whoops. Where'd this captain guy come from? Were you here the whole time? I didn't notice. Peter pitch and toe. That's crazy. What's the respect on Peter pitch and toe? Let me run away. Got potion. And deliver the reclaimed farm tools. Okay, so they stole their farm tools. I wonder what those sea dogs will try and steal when there's no harvest. Good to see the tools back in its serviceable condition. This will be more than we could say of Severn when we get our hands on it. That wretch likely had a role in the theft. Despite him meeting the pirates in secret, I couldn't care less if the wasteful won't work, but when he concerns with cut persons that take our tools away, he's crossed the line. Snowworm ought to know what kind of scallywag he's dealing with. Take word to him, would you? Alright, revert to Axemaster. Alright, so we've got a minute on my return spell. So I think we'll go over and talk to the guy, and then use return to go back to Lemsat. And either complete the class quest and pick up the next one. Oh man, I thought I could get out of this hole. Oh, here we go. Okay, we're good, we're good. Yeah, either go back and complete the class quest, or see what the next part of it is. And I already hit level 10, so we can already do the next class quest. which part of me wonders if there's an extra boost. Also, I need to remember, so we'll be wrapping up within the hour here, but I need to remember to go pick up my stuff out the mailbox. Get the upgraded Marauders on. Pick up this. Come to expect a great deal from you, lad. You never once let me down. Yeah, what I'd ask of you now goes beyond aught I've asked for. Would you hear my pleas all the same? Of course. Of course. It eases my mind to have you here. You're no doubt familiar with that scoundrel Separate by now. Well, the scheming scapegrace is at it again since that letter came for him. He's been skulking about in the manner he does when he's up to no good. Now he's rounded up his rogues and buggered off with nary a word to anyone. I've grown accustomed to his insolence, but something tells me this is different. He ain't exactly damn it, but when the last I had words with him, he didn't look defiant so much as hunted. I can't help thinking he's gone looking for trouble and found more than he wanted. Is he spitting bars? So I was hoping you might hunt his sorry hide down and drag it back here before it's too late. He's a tough guy, but he's a nice guy. An ungrateful little cur. Oh, whoops. If I say I'd rather he did come to a sticky end. As for how to find him, I dare say she'll be able to tell you where he was headed. Oh, she's over here. Dang, this first chocolate looks nice. Obviously Halloween glammed. This is really nice though, I like that. I can't wait to get my chocobo. My little buddy. But I guess he will be little. Little Lalafell sized chocobo. Nothing that passes through those gates escapes my notice. I saw the Rouser and his rabble set out for Woad Whisper Canyon not long ago, singing about drinking themselves stupider. Cheeky sod said I should join them. I told him I'd rather shrivel up than sip whatever it was that had pickled their brains. If you find the idle swine, be sure to give him a cuff around the ear for him, will you? Grunwetta. Grunwetta? I'm gonna go with Grunwetta. And intercept Separate. And I have my, so first, let's see where I'm intercepting him. There. Alright, first, before we do that, I'm just going to return to Limsa and either complete or get the next part of my class quest. Go back to good old Marauder's Guild. Run over here. Guildmaster. Tougher than the rocks. Oh, go down. Glimpse Laments of Track. Still a banger. I think when I started as a conjurer, one or the other, it wasn't bad, mind you. It was actually too good, but the Grenadian music will send you right to sleep. Especially in this beginning part where not a lot is happening, it will get you. It seems the farmers need us to clear out the megalo crab nest near the Mourning Widow and lower the no-shy. I shall trust you to find your own way there, just don't forget your axe. Never that. Never forget my axe. Alright. Let's go. Let's go to the Aft Castle. I think, yeah, that's near a mailbox. Since I'm here in Limsa, let me go ahead and run over to the mailbox, and let's just take a look what I have. I've got 6 things of mail, and so when I started, I had 5. So I'm not sure where the other one came from. Maybe it's just you have to play for a certain amount of time before it gets there. Deliver mobile. 6 new letters for you. Okay. Okay. Might as well take these for now. I can't do anything with them, but if I do want to drip myself out later, I'll be able to have that. A lot of this is just from literal time played. And let's go ahead, pop this. And am I able? I don't even think I can. Can I actually summon this? Am I able to summon the mount immediate? I'll have to try that out later. Mount guide. Go ahead. Put that there. I don't think I'm allowed to actually summon the mount until you get the chocobo. But I could be wrong about that. I wouldn't mind it. Do I want to go directly out? Lower? Oh, that's not even middle, that's in a different zone. Alright, so we'll stick for now. Let's go back to Summer 4. I'll spend the money. I'll spend the money, it's all good. So now we'll go back to Summer 4, and then after that... Okay. I was going to be so surprised if I was able to summon the whale now. But that's fine. I don't even want it on there for right now. Hit that shit. Damn, I wouldn't be working either. When your cat girl co-worker is hitting the 2-step, what are you gonna do? Farm? What I look like? The pirates do. There's dancing to be had. They're gonna take that opportunity every single time. This guy's getting jumped right now. Should I join this fate? I might as well join this fate. Some more yellow jackets to help out. I wanted to help out since I saw those first 2 yellow jackets get jumped, but then they died, so I feel like I didn't help out enough. It's alright, got the fate complete, got 14 extra gold, not mad at it. Alright, so we're going down here. Or no? Or yes. I guess they want me to actually... They want me to legitimately use the stairs. In Final Fantasy, if you are not in combat at least, you will not die from fall damage. I'm just so used to abusing that. Claiming to take the lads out for a drink only lead us straight into a bloody trap. We don't get no lower than that. That's true. That's true. Of course, I've learned to stay a step ahead of old Severin, so I was ready, but the others weren't so lucky. Gotta help them. Guess we're going down here. Got these guys in the cave. You know, us. Huh. Random person just healing me. They don't know that this is a duty they'll be going into it by themselves. Oh, these are the blue tattoo people they were talking about. It's the Braveheart Timu looking ass. See, this is who I thought the tattoo people were. Oh, well, I guess he is still getting active. Even though we don't know that. Once again, size of my body. Basically at his ankle. Under his ankle. Never stand in yellow. The same rules for yellow snow apply to yellow ground. If you're in the yellow, you're in the wrong place. Gollum could be vanquished. That man is no ordinary adventurer. I sensed his aura, but not quick enough. There we go. Stola. Snake slithered away. Why not the chances in his fangs more deeply into it? Voice acted or not, no. These pirates do not belong to any of the known Lamensin factions. Whom do they serve? The Beast Tribes? Surely not. But the timing of their appearance coincides all too neatly with the recent surge in Sagain and Kobold activity. Something is afoot. The question is what? could it be that the tribes are planning to summon their primals? 12 help us if it should prove so. Limsa would be hard-pressed to keep a single primal at bay, let alone two. But all is yet speculation. I must needs find evidence. The seas continue to rise, while the lesser moon continues to fall. By ilm, the world becomes more unlike itself. It is as Lusul predicted. Who's Lusul? Lusul? Little now stands between us and the primals. But they are not here yet. Though time be against us, hope shall ever be on our side. Never did the creed of Charlene ring ever more true. Never did I dream that I would possess the means to see Aether, yet now that I do begin to take it for granted. How swiftly do the wonders of Charlene seem commonplace. It's exceeding foreshadowing there. That's what I'm talking about, where it's like, did they write this knowing what would happen, or did they just look back and they were like, oh, you know, that would actually be really cool if we brought that up from the very beginning of the game and made it relevant right now. I'll take either option. Either one just shows how much they put into building the story for this, which is expected for Final Fantasy, but very rare for an MMO. Oh, whoops, I was not narrating any of that. Something Seasong Grotto. If you were reading, you're better than me. 3 earrings in one ear. What have we here? Can you walk? Oh, Severin. I don't know why I assumed he was, like, dead. But, hey, he made it. His I regrettably know he eluded. Understood. I will inform the... something. Commodore. Collapse from the exertions are suitably recovered. Severin here has appraised me of all that transpired. His account sheds some light upon how you came to be attacked by a golem of all things. The golem is a mindless automaton, inert save when commanded to the otherwise. Common pirates could not hope to control such a thing, so arcane are its workings. But then these tattooed wretches are no common pirates. They are the minions of Sahagin. As to the purpose, well, I shall get to the bottom of it. Sahagin. First I must escort Severin back to his place of employment. I dare say Stelwarn will be wondering what has become of him. You too, for that matter. I will bear word to him of your preservation, but I'm certain he would like to thank you in person. Pray pay the man a visit. He told me of you, but perchance he did not tell you of me. My name is Eustola. I am a naturalist of sorts, surveying the Aether in hope that it might offer up some clue as to our predicament. I say I owed you my life, but that don't cover it. If it weren't for you, my friends would be dead and all. This debt I can never repay, but I'll not make things worse by running away. Take me to Summerford Farms, and I'll face the consequences. The reason I cannot fathom you seem, forgive me, mayhap we shall have a chance to speak again when I have marshaled my thoughts. Till our paths next cross, farewell. Alright. I am excited to see how does the new die system work with a fresh character. I'm so tempted to teleport to Summerford Farm, but I think I'll just run. Save me some money, spend a little time, but I think we'll probably be wrapping up the next 30 minutes or so. But this has been a good intro. I want to say we've almost finished the Mensa storyline. I'm almost there. I want to try and finish the Mensa storyline before we wrap up here. But I honestly don't remember where it ends. I want to say it's like when they start to tell you about the other cities. Or tell you to go to the other cities. But we'll see. I want to try to get there in this session, because I think that'd be a good milestone. And also, we've got to finish the level 5 class quest before I unlock the level 15 class quest, which will be soon. Oh, my food buff ran out. I have enough time for one more food. Each individual food buff lasts 30 minutes. And you can double stack it to get 60 minutes. Stole the Silver Severin a bit ago. Thanks. Tells you heroic deeds have come to me. The rest came shuffling back too. A lot of them sported the same haunted expression. It's me who's to blame for that, and the rest. Oh, we know. I was once a servant Reaver. Alright, well, we didn't know that. Now throw all to the side again. 7 hells. Reavers may look and sound and act like pirates, but they're not. They're fishback flunkies. The fish racism is wild. Us pirates ain't much for laws, but there's things we won't do. Got a code C, but the Reavers ain't never followed a word of it. A few years back, they started snatching law-abiding Lamensans. I'd only just taken my oath when our captain bent the knee to his new Saigon masters. I knew I had to get away. So I crept off one night, got myself a new name, and found myself a new home, Summerford Farms. Trouble is, secrets don't stay secret for long around here. Word soon spread, all the way back to the sea. The penalty for desertion is death, but the Reavers offered me a way out instead, my freedom in exchange for my mates. The letter. Ah, yes, the letter he talked about. I don't know what I was thinking, Snore. I wasn't bloody thinking, too busy soiling myself. But you got there in the end, didn't you? When the time came, you made the right decision. The men said little to me, but I hear them talk of how you stood up to the Reavers at the last, of how you tried to give your life to save theirs. Be that as it may, no deed, however good, can atone for the karma betraying your kinsmen. I know that. I do. That's why I'm going to hand myself over to the Yellow Jackets. I'll bring shame to the farm no more. You'll hear no arguments from me. Each man must sail according to his own moral compass. I just hope yours guides you back here someday. There'll always be a place for you at Summerford Farms, lad. And I'll always be in your debt, Stelworm. Oh, still this guy. Owe you a debt too, Magruka. Not once have you let me down. Thank you for saving the men of my farm. If I could ask one more favor of you, it'd be this. Tell Batterin what's happened, start to finish. I'm certain he'll put a good word in for Severin if he knew the whole story. And he's one of the few people I know who the Yellow Jackets listen to. Well, I reckon I've asked all I could possibly ask. Safe travels, son. Alright, so we'll go back. Go ahead and hit turn. We'll go back to our boy, Batteron, and check in with him, make sure he knows what's been happening in Mensa, and then we'll see about the class quest. Half Castle, alright. Lollipop was even smaller than me. Got the hairdo helping me out. right? Here with Dataron. Bloody hells, life from the farm ain't quite how I pictured it. But don't you be worrying yourself over young Severin. The Yellow Jackets' hands-out punishment is a good mate of mine. If I ask him tonight, I reckon he'll be willing to commute the lad sentence from Angan to Kia Holland. And I'm only jesting with you. I'll see he's treated fair. Now sounds to me like you've done everything old Stella asked you and more, justifying the generous finder's fee in the process. Much obliged, lad. After reading people with regular sentences, Battleron's actually kinda tough. Yeah. Hey, free room aboard. Venturing's a trying business after all. Them as don't rest their bones every now and again tend to end up with broken ones. And take it from me, fighting ain't nearly so much fun when you're nursing a shattered arm. Got that? Good. There's always be a free bed for you, so make use of it. The inn rooms are important, because that's where I'll be glamming later. But not that you'll have much time for lying around, or with all the levies you'll be doing. Oh, I didn't mention I'm putting your name down for levies. We will not be doing levies, I can tell you that much. We might do one, just for it to be on video, just so that on stream we could say we did everything. We might do a levy, but we are not doing guild levies for real. No way. Yeah, it's all above board in case you're wondering. We're careful to stay on the ammo's right side. I tell you, if it turns out we had aught to do with the kidnappings, there'd be 7 L's to pay and proper bleedy reckoning. Mayhap that's what Limsa needs, though. On rough seas, sometimes you have to rock the boat to ride it. And I'll have time for just such talk when you're well and rested. Till then, enjoy the free room and board. And the new quest. How do you fare, Madruka? Rested and ready to expand your horizons? Well, now I've got an idea of where you might try heading next. Have you heard of the Skylift out in the middle of Lenosha? If you ever visited the Woe Whisper Canyon, then you must have been up and down the thing at least once. There's a big bleak scaffold attached to the descent. You've likely seen the lads and lasses out there using it to all cargo up the cliff faces. Hard labor that, nigh year they could use enterprise and soul to pick up the odd jobs that no other bugger has time to deal with. Track down the head of the operation, bloke by the name of What? And he'll be sure to put you to work on a task or two. When you like the... Why am I forgetting? Not Hrothgar. Why am I forgetting the name of the race? Rogadin. Rogadin. When you look at the Rogadin names, it's like genuinely, what are we doing here? But I'm supposed to go to lower? Where was I supposed to go for that quest? Let me just go to Limsa real quick. The Rogadin names, when you say them phonetically, like when you hear them, they sound fine for the most part. Like they make sense or whatever. But when you are like when you're just supposed to be like reading it, the way that they spell those names are crazy. Alright, I want to say I should be able to head out to lower Lenosha, because I want to do my class quest before I do anything. So I think I can head out to lower Lenosha from the bottom, or from out this way, essentially. Okay, I see it. We're pseudo speedrunning to a class quest because I do want to try to be semi on schedule, so to speak. and we'll be trying to wrap up at 5. But before that, let's see if we can get another skill on our decks. Also need to start a running bet for how long before I start getting FC invites. It's as if nobody's home. Mayhap they knew we were coming. 8, I need 8. Damn, isn't that our... Oh. Please, it's my grandson. Them snippers got him. I told Sigurd not to get too close. I told him. Get that weapon ready, Magruka. We need to move now. Okay, so these are the megalocrats. The snippers. I have to save his grandson. This poor kid. Almost everyone is like the same age in Final Fantasy. So when you see somebody that is either young or old, it's like apparent, super duper apparent. I see one of my friends is playing Guild Wars 2. I can't lie. I've been pretty hyped for Guild Wars 3. Now that it's been announced, I mean, I've been a fan of Guild Wars 2. It was one of my OG MMOs. Like way before I played Final Fantasy, Guild Wars 2 was my main game. Part of the reason why it was hard going to Final Fantasy, honestly, because I was so used to the action combat. I was saying, don't care about that. Oh, I do care about that because I don't have my AoE fucking skill anymore. Alright, with this guy, that guy, with this guy. Easy money. Let me pretend like I'm a real... Oh, I don't have immunity either. Yeah, they're alright. Oh my, so many times. That guy. This guy. Oh. But, yeah. Guild Wars 2 was my first, like, MMO that I played for real. Like, I played a lot of MMOs coming up. Like, you remember Perfect World? That was a good time. But you remember, was it Shia Online? Aeon Online? I want to say those were, like, some of my, like, real faves. Obviously, RuneScape is, like, RuneScape is like, if you say you played MMOs, it's not even worth mentioning RuneScape. You might as well say that you breathe air. It's the same thing. But, oh, Flyfa. I remember Flyfa. That was a good one. I mean, it was a good one if you're a kid and you hear that you can fly around. Even though I don't think I ever actually got to a flying point. But that's okay. But, anyway, Guild Wars 2. That was the one that I played for real. Like, that was the one where I played through, I got through most of the story, or really all the story. I got into in-game. When I say most of the story, I mean, I didn't finish in-game, just because I didn't always want to buy the expansions. But, got through all the story, and who knows, maybe after Evercold comes out, and we finish that, we can start a new series for playing Guild Wars 2 from the beginning again. If that's even possible. I don't know how Guild Wars 2... I mean, I'm assuming yes, that you can just play through from the beginning. But it's been so long since I played Guild Wars 2, I'm not even sure if they would have changed anything about that. Guild Wars 3, though? I'm in there. You better believe I'm in there. The second that drops, I will be playing that game. And... probably might even stream it too. It might be fun to throw that on. Maybe we can do like some off days streaming. Oh my god, where am I going? Marauders Guild. Reduce off days of streaming. What? Innocent Maiden and Liquor Slab? Oh, while I'm here, I might as well get this. But yes, so maybe even we'll throw in Guild Wars 3 while I'm streaming. Well, at least check it out. I mean, I'm going to check it out regardless. How about this? We'll check it out on stream at least one time, and we'll see from there if I feel like adding it into the actual streaming schedule. It might just be something that I play on the side, especially if, you know, MMOs come out, and generally speaking, oh, let me go talk to this lady while I'm here. MMOs come out, and generally speaking, there's a, let's call it, growing pains period. So I might not even really want to be playing Guild Wars 3 at the beginning if it's truly horrendous. But if it's not too bad, we'll see. I might add into streaming schedule. We can do like once a week streaming Guild Wars 2 or Guild Wars 3. The new story for it. Oh, another hunt. Always, if you're out in the world, make sure you're doing your hunts, because they will give you that XP that you need to not have to stop and pick up any side quests, or stop and, you know, go do your hunts and grind them all out. Which Megalo Crab in middle. That's in middle of ocean. Okay. So I'm in lower. Yeah, I'm in lower right now. So I want to pick up this quest because this will allow me to go into the Limsa housing area. I want to say you just need it for housing in general. Oh, the thing that I said to pay attention to and then probably walk past 7 before. Always make sure that you go up to these Chocobo Keep people. This is my first visit, yes. And they essentially will just let you cheaply travel in between certain locations. And sometimes, like, it's really good. Say a location like this Red Rooster Stead, there's no fast travel for this location. And because I don't have a mount, the fastest way would be to use the Chocobo. So go ahead, talk to Roganola. Yeah, Roganola. We're going with that. Oh. So it's just telling me about the Mist, which is a housing district. So please direct any other questions to the recruit station past the entrance. Guess I just need to go in here. Just go to Ward 1. Can also do housing exploration days once we're finished with our main storyline here, and we're just finding random things to do in Final Fantasy. I'm thinking housing exploration days and also walkthrough days where we just explore the world, see what they stuck out there for you to see. Into the Nations has a housing district. Greetings, adventurer, and welcome to the Mist. Lamenson sent you say? That's unfortunate. All Lamensons are barred from participating in the auctions. You see on the fact that they're Lamenson, Admiral's decree. If you find the areas you're liking more, please consider speaking with the resident caretaker. She can guide you through the process of purchasing a plot for yourself. So the Lamenson sent me an... Okay. It makes sense. It makes sense. I'm paying so much more attention on this playthrough than I even do, honestly, now to some certain quests. So, honestly, this has been good just for the sole fact of understanding what's actually going on in the world of Final Fantasy, or in the world of Eorzea, more specifically. And now go to the residential district. So I'm pretty sure you have to do that for all of the cities, or at least all the 3 main cities. Alright, so, oh good. I wasted time for my return to come back, and we're gonna go turn in that class quest. We'll probably teleport over to Skyford Farms and turn in our... No, it was the Skylift. Close to Skyford Farms. Not exactly it, but... Actually, we'll try to get the Chocobo Keep before we hop off. So, upgrade these gloves. Get the next class quest. Gathered information I could concerning the beast that young Sigurd Page of the Slave. The tales named this creature Gajata. Those who have witnessed Gajata and the terrifying quest also call him the Stampeding Mountain. Such is this immense side of both. Again, I will not seek to dissuade you from claiming vengeance for the boy's parents. In fact, I encourage it. But to topple this lumbering colossus, you must first become his equal in strength and ferocity. As a single step towards that distant goal, I send you to Blind Iron Mines. We have word that folk are falling prey to the claws of local Galagos. It is your task to protect the weak from those unruly creatures. Learn to channel the rage inside of you and let your axe blades sing in righteous slaughter. Alright, so that's lower again. So we'll probably do that tomorrow. Let's run over, get our next quest here. Let's see. Over here. No. Oh no. Will I have to actually walk around for 5 more steps? I want it to be like Skyrim where you can just hug a wall and force your way up it, but this is a different game. And I need to respect that. This is why I should have played Dragoon. I need the Dragoon jump to just, even though it doesn't work like that, I don't think. But if it did, that'd be awesome. Just Dragoon jump to beat all traversal problems in Final Fantasy. Easy money. Going down. Going down. Going over. I sent you out, dude. And consider yourself welcome at the Skylift. Look at that bloody cliff, will you? One blast of fiery health from that huge dragon was all it took to split the ground in half. Cargo still needs to get through, though, so this vessel wood and pulleys was our solution to the problem. But one of them is, if the gods were kind, and they ain't, I'd have about a dozen more workers to handle me growing list of headaches. That. And we'll talk to him and wrap up stream after. Glad I am to see you again, lad. A wagon driver just returned in a great bloody hurry, screaming about some monstrosity that sprang out from Millicorn seedling in his cargo. Soon as the gutless bastard tossed it over the side of the road before turning tail and running for his life. I need you to head down the road, recover that seedling, and deliver it to Yolf over the Swift Perch, Western Lenosha. Whatever he pays you for the cargo is yours to keep. After all, I don't rightly know what else is lurking inside that plant, and you deserve to be rewarded for your troubles. And you'll also find an 8th ride in Swift Perch, so the journey should be worth your while. Alright. We will return on episode 2 of A Warrior Reborn, and we'll figure out what's going on with the Millicorn seedling. Thank you for watching. We'll be trying to do this every day at 2, give or take. There might be some adjustments while we're working through the first little bit of first few growing pains of the stream as well. But tune in next time for A Warrior Reborn episode 2, when we find out what's going on with the Millicorn seedling and how much money you could get for transporting it to Western Lenosha.